Just about.
Yeah, happy with that mic.
Anyway, hiked my pants waist a little bit here.
Yes, hike up your pants, you old man, you. Right, club audience, are you ready for the first reader of the evening? Make some noise! Ladies and gentlemen, the first of three pieces entitled Right this evening. Casey Childers with Right in 3, 2, 1, begin.
There's this guy, Jesus, I think. He said something like, you shouldn't let your left hand know what your right hand's up to. I'd like to say that was pretty good advice, but it never made much sense to me until I cut off my left hand in Mr. Green's shop class, 5th period. Mr. Green was missing a hand. We used to joke about it. That guy's probably not the right guy to teach a shop class, we'd say. Well, with all the saws and all. We were always cutting up like that, me and Jake and the guy with the pizza face who always stood real close to me and Jake when we were talking and laughed at everything, even though who the fuck was that guy? Fuck that guy with his red JanSport backpack and his bologna sandwich that he always had to eat in shop class like it was so hard to eat a sandwich at lunch. Like, no way. Can't eat my sandwich at lunch. Might be birds or some shit. Better just scarf away at it while I horn in on these two dudes, breathing my bologna breath all over the place and putting my white heads all up in their faces. There was blood is the point, fucking bandsaw. So yeah, these days it feels safe to say my left hand doesn't have a clue what my right hand's up to. Last time I saw that thing, it was in a plastic bag on my chest in the back of an ambulance. Vroom, vroom, siren, siren, rush, rush. And what's the fucking point? Sorry, dude, couldn't save the hand. But check out this sweet hook. You'll want to talk to the school counselor about a promising career in teaching shop to a bunch of dicks with JanSport backpacks who haven't bought anything made out of wood since that time they gave their mom that shitty birdhouse from Half Moon Bay in the 3rd grade and watched her pretend it was all great before she moved off to Colorado with her boyfriend Sam. Sam, with his dumb black hair and 2 perfect hands and no kids and all the ski lift tickets being a doctor and wearing North Face jackets can get you. If my left hand were here, hiding under the bed maybe, so it could choke me in my sleep or something, I'd tell it what my right hand was doing, learning to hold a fucking fork. Maybe it would tell me that I'm wasting my time, that my right hand's dumb, and that the best of me got sawed off in Mr. Green's shop class, 5th period. I'd say my left hand was wrong. You don't know my right hand like I do, I'd say. Fact is, my penmanship is better since I started learning how to write again. Way better. Still looks like shit, but it's all flowy and all, like my grandma's handwriting. Before I lost the hand, back when I was visiting Mom for the summer in Colorado, Sam was all left-handed, huh? That means you're in your right mind, if you know what I mean. Then he winked. I didn't know what he meant, but the wink made me think I should. Sam was always winking and squeezing too hard when he shook hands and pointing at dumb stuff and saying, you know. Mom said it meant I used the right side of my brain more, that I was good at words and stuff on account of it. Maybe, but not anymore. Now I just do math with my dumb right hand and my dumb left brain. Area of a triangle? Got it. X is blank plus the number of pigs times weather? No problem, 6 piglets. A missile goes blah fast at blah angle plus blah and bam, flattens Denver. Nailed it, nailed it, nailed it. Describe a spring in the morning time with birds and some kind of caterpillar? No fucking clue. This right hand is a numbers hand, all business. Jerking off, for instance. Miserable, all business, no romance, but I wouldn't tell my left hand that. My left hand doesn't need to know. Sometimes I check under the bed, check to see if it's down there waiting to crawl up the bedpost while I'm sleeping. It never is. It's a stupid thing to think anyway. Jake and me used to laugh at how dumb it was in that movie when that guy cut off his hand and his hand tried to kill him and then it stabbed that girl. It's a effing hand, Jake said, like he never heard of a metaphor, and we laughed a bunch. How's it making all those sounds, I said. And Jake said, yeah, plus it doesn't have a wrist and an arm to get all stabby with. WTF. The thing is, he really said effing and WTF. His mom wouldn't let him cuss on account of she found that rap CD in his gym bag and listened to all the lyrics and made him give her $1 for every cuss. He quit after that. He still did fucked up shit, though. Like if we were both jerking off in the basement at my dad's house after we found a club magazine in a field where some kid wrecked his four-wheeler and mashed up his head real good, I'd sometimes catch him looking at me, like he was looking at me and not the magazine. I mean, seriously, what the fuck? He calls me Captain Hook now, and that dumb kid with the pimples laughs his big baloney laughs at that. They're best buds now. They build little wooden cars with CO2 cartridge rockets together and slap each other on the back when they win the 5th period derby. Never mind their car looks stupid. I'm on independent study in the library during 5th period now. I read books mostly. There's a computer, but every time I use it, I still try to mash the buttons with my left hand, and then it's all hook, clank, and fuck the guy with one hand. But when I woke up in the hospital, Dad was crying. I asked him if he was crying, and he said he wasn't. Just tired, he said. You scared us, son. But I'm not sure who us was since Mom and Sam never came. Dad wanted to punch Mr. Green in the mouth, but he figured it was wrong to punch a guy who only had one hand. That's good news for me, I guess. I told him he could punch the bandsaw, but he said punching stuff never fixed anything anyway, and he got real quiet and got staring at that painting of the little boat on the hospital room wall for a while. Didn't say much after that. The hook's pretty cool. Maybe it's cooler than a left hand. Can't hold a paintbrush or anything, but if I work my wrist just right, I can pick up a quarter. My therapist says I'll be using chopsticks in no time with it. I think she's joking. People joke a lot. It makes them feel better about feeling bad about my hand. I tell them the thing's probably fine wherever it is, but that makes them get a worried face. And I guess it's better just to let them make the jokes while I focus on picking up quarters. What's fucked up is you don't even get to keep the quarter, not unless you brought it from home. My cousin Ed says I should practice with the butterfly knife. He says if I practice enough, people won't even notice I only have a right hand. And if they do notice, they'll be all like, damn, check out that one-handed dude killing it on the butterfly knife. Plus he says if anyone fucks with me, I'll be good to go on account of being good at the butterfly knife and all. Ed says chicks don't care about how many hands you have so long as you're good at something, but he's like 19 and I don't think he's ever had a girlfriend. I don't know though, maybe it's good advice. Can't think of anything better to do. Mostly I just check under my bed for a hand that's never there. Doesn't really matter what would happen next if it was though. I mostly just want to know what it thinks about me as much as I think about it. Thanks.